Hello, welcome. Today we are going to be talking about how to get straight A's. All right, you're in school. You're doing pretty well. You think you can shoot your shot and get straight A's. I believe in you. Let's go through some tips. Tip number one is to figure out why you want straight A's. Okay, so straight A's in and of themselves, not that great of a motivator. They're kind of just an arbitrary grade that you get. So figure out why you want them. Do you want straight A's because you're trying to get into a specific college or grad program and you know that having a great GPA will really help you do that? Or are you trying to get straight A's because you want to prove to yourself and to others that you really flawlessly know the information in your classes front to back? Or maybe you're trying to win a really awesome pizza party. I'm not judging you, I'm just saying that you need to know your why, because otherwise when you're in the depths of studying and you're tired and you want to just go to sleep, it's going to be easy to lose steam if you don't have a big why compelling you forward. Tip number two is to commit to getting straight A's. So once you know why you want them, you need to actually commit yourself to getting straight A's. What does this mean? Basically, it means when the time comes and you're trying to decide whether or not you should re-binge watch Stranger Things Season 2 or you should study, you're probably gonna need to choose studying. One big way to commit to getting straight A's is to look at how you're spending your time during the week. Where is there a spot where you can sneak in an extra study session or 2 extra study sessions? What activities are you doing regularly that don't really serve you? Like, for example, if you're just scrolling for an hour in the Instagram discovery section, could you instead be studying biology? This doesn't mean that you can never relax, but try to make choices with your time that get you closer to your goals. And now for a word from our sponsor. This video is brought to you today by Magoosh. Magoosh is online test prep that makes studying for standardized tests accessible, effective, and enjoyable. That's awesome. They teach a lot of different tests, including the SAT, ACT, GRE, GMAT, LSAT, MCAT, TOEFL, IELTS, Praxis, probably ones that I am even forgetting right now. So the next time you have a standardized test to study for, check out Magoosh. You can find out more by going to magoosh.com/YouTube or checking out the link in the description below. Magoosh is the shortest distance between you and an acceptance letter. Tip number 3 is to make a good impression with your teachers and professors. You want them to know who you are and you want them to think that you are awesome. So sit at the front of class. Ask questions that show that you have done the reading. If it's a really big class in a university, go to the office hours and introduce yourself and ask the brilliant question that you cooked up. Take a little bit of extra time to make sure that you stand out in a good way. You're going to want to go above and beyond on all of your assignments, which is awesome because that is what actually gets you straight A's. But make sure you especially go above and beyond on your first assignments because those set the tone for what the teacher or professor thinks of you as a student going forward. This has its own psychological name. It's called the halo effect. Basically, the information someone gets about you at the beginning of your relationship colors what they think about you for the rest of your relationship. So, this tip is backed by science. Tip number 4 is to know all of the components that you're being graded on. Since you have multiple classes, sometimes it can be hard to keep track who is going to be giving you quizzes, what classes your participation especially matters in. Once you know what all of the components are for each class, write them down. Write them down in one space so that you know that you definitely have all of those pieces of your grade on lock. Tip number 5 is don't forget about the little stuff. It can be really easy to forget to check your answers at the end of a test or to think, do I really need to proofread that essay? If you want to get straight A's, you need to proofread that essay. Make sure that you aren't letting little things like that just go to chance and be detail-oriented. That's what's really going to get you to straight A's. Tip number 6 is to check out my video about how to study. I'll link it in the description. But basically, this video goes a lot more in depth about how to actually structure your studies, so if you have questions there, I think it could be a really big help. Tip number 7 is actually a disclaimer. Basically, don't forget, your grades don't define you. Straight A's can be an awesome goal for all of the reasons that we discussed before, but they are not the only thing. Your focus should be on learning and on growth. There's a really good Mark Twain quote, which is, "Don't let your schooling interfere with your education." Make sure you don't. All right, those are all of my tips for you. I hope that this was really helpful, and I'm really excited for you to get straight A's. Seriously. Okay, I want you to leave a comment about which thing you are going to commit to doing to get straight A's, and maybe even why you want to get straight A's. I would really love to know. All right, I will see you in the next video.